It's not the number itself that is shaping your business. It's how you respond before clarity has had a chance to land. One of the biggest reasons awesome business owners feel stuck inside their business often has very little to do with strategy and a whole lot more to do with how aware they are of their responses to the things that come up for them in their business. Things like numbers, KPIs, especially numbers they don't like. Low numbers, low sales, low likes and follows, all of these things trigger a response. And your first instinct is sometimes to hide, overhaul, overturn, or burn everything to the ground. If that's you, this episode is definitely for you. In the last episode of this playlist, we talked about when numbers stop being neutral. You check the stats, and emotion kicks in, and your body reacts. Today, I want to really dive into what happens after that reaction, because it's not the number itself that is shaping your business. It's how you respond before clarity has had a chance to land. When your nervous system and your business are all tangled up, there are some very common clues that show up. One is urgency. You suddenly feel like something just has to change right now. You rewrite the offer, you change the pricing, you adjust the messaging just one more time, and you do all of that before you actually take the moment to understand why what you did before didn't land. Another clue is withdrawal. You just stop talking about it. You hide the page. You tell yourself you'll come back to it later, when it feels safer, honestly, to be visible with it again. And another one is control. This is my one. You start fixing everything at once because doing something feels better than sitting with the discomfort of this horrible feeling. That's me. Is it you? Let me know. All of this looks like being proactive. It's busyness, not business, because very often what you're responding to is your nervous system and not the needs of the business itself. So why does this happen? When numbers trigger emotions in you, your system is no longer looking for any sort of truth. It's looking through the lens of safety. And safety in those moments usually means less exposure, more work, more control. So shrinking, changing everything, or disappearing brings you a little bit of relief from that discomfort. Feeling settles again, but something really important has just been lost. You see, the real cost is not embarrassment. You aren't actually unsafe. The real cost is in your leadership, because you just lost a moment to get really clear about what's going on. Low numbers don't automatically equal failure. They can mean low resonance, unclear messaging, timing just wasn't right. Nothing wrong with the rest of it, just timing. Could mean that you were talking to the wrong people. You might have a marketing problem, not a product problem. But you know what? You can only find that out if you stay with this discomfort and you get curious. You need to stay there long enough to ask great questions. Now, if your response to that is to say, don't be ridiculous, I'm quite happy hiding and rebuilding everything immediately, thank you. If you keep doing that, you are never going to find out what actually is going on. So guess what? The next time you do it, you're going to be in the same place again. Has anyone found themselves repeating this pattern? Let me know in the comments below, because without pausing and tuning in, you're just guessing at the next launch. You don't have any facts to back this up. It's just a decision you made based on a feeling you had. And I'm all about intuition, but not fear. And this is how I hear my clients getting to the point where they're saying things like, I've tried everything, when what they've really done is repeat the same pattern over and over again through different versions of this business. It feels like they've done everything, but they've been asking all the wrong questions. I see this a lot with clients who launch courses. Someone launches a course, it lands to crickets, and the conclusion is this course was never meant to be. The content must be wrong. So they go away and they rewrite the content. Hours, weeks, months of work. They rebuild the structure. They start over completely. They redo all the videos, whatever it is. They're very busy. The questions that mattered most were never asked. Questions like, did I get my offer in front of the right people? Did the message I gave match the problem that my clients actually have? Was this a marketing problem or a content problem? Because the reality is not many people have got into the content yet. So why are you judging that already? If you don't pause to ask these questions, you don't actually get any smarter. Your leadership doesn't get any better. All that happens, my friend, is you get busier. And that's your nervous system distracting you from the real work. Now, if you're listening to this and you're thinking, oh, yeah, I did that. Me too. We've all been there. Maybe hit like for me. Not to validate me like we said last episode. I'll be okay if you don't hit like. Not to prove anything, but just as a quiet signal of solidarity, of recognition, because I guarantee many of us, if not all of us, have naturally fallen into this trap. Now, as I promised, this series that you're watching builds step by step. So if you want to stay with me, subscribe so YouTube reminds you when the next episode is out. And if you missed the first one, what are you waiting for? Click the link above my head right now. Go watch it. Next episode, we're going to talk about what happens when these reactions repeat often enough that they turn into pass or fail thinking. And this, my friend, is where your business stops feeling spacious and in flow and starts feeling heavy. Anyone relate to that? But for now, keep practicing curiosity. Keep tuning into yourself and notice what you usually do right after you see a number that you don't like. Keep journaling it. Keep sharing your thoughts with us in the comments. Take care, and I'll see you